Jannik Sinner has just built an absolute fortress on the grass of southwest London, and Alexander Zverev's worst psychological nightmare has happened all over again. The 24-year-old Italian superstar has successfully retained his Wimbledon title, outlasting Zverev in a grueling, physical 6-7, 7-6, 6-3, 6-4 war on center court. With this epic victory, Sinner claims his fifth Grand Slam crown and extends his terrifying psychological dominance over the German to 10 straight victories. Zverev literally hasn't beaten this man in years, and the way this final unraveled will haunt him for a very long time. Early on, it looked like Zverev was ready to finally break the curse. Under a warm, gusty London sky, both men slugged it out like absolute heavyweights, trading baseline missiles for 12 straight games. Zverev moved into absolute overdrive in the first set tiebreak, painting the line with a thunderous forehand winner before crouching down and screaming in pure ecstasy. But holding down Jannik Sinner is like trying to hold back the tide. In the second set, Sinner became much more animated, pumping up the crowd and completely suffocating Zverev's rhythm. As the clean ball striking continued, Zverev's body language began to crack with frustration. Sinner snatched the second set tiebreak, leveling the match and turning the final into a best-of-3 sets dogfight. Then came the moment that made the entire tennis world hold its breath. Midway through the third set, after more than 2.5 hours of brutal tennis, Zverev finally earned his very first breakpoint of the match. This was his moment. But Sinner casually dished out a deceptive drop shot. Zverev scrambled, slipped, and collapsed violently to the turf. The center court crowd loudly gasped as Zverev rolled onto his back, screaming out in sheer agony while clutching his right knee. For a second, it looked like the final was over. Zverev somehow dusted himself off and chose to pounce in the very next game to break for a 5-3 lead. Zverev completely snapped, shattering his racket against the floor in pure rage. Minutes later, the Italian locked down the set, putting Zverev in a 2-1 hole. The fourth set was pure theater, but Zverev's level briefly dipped under the relentless pressure. Sinner broke cleanly for a 4-3 advantage and held his nerve through an incredibly entertaining final spell. The moment Zverev's final shot sailed out, Sinner collapsed flat onto his back on the threadbare grass in pure, unadulterated exhaustion and joy. He officially becomes only the 10th man in the entire professional era to successfully defend the Wimbledon title, proving he is firmly chasing down his great rival Carlos Alcaraz's tally of 7 majors. Do you think Jannik Sinner's psychological chokehold over Alexander Zverev is officially permanent, or can the German ever bounce back from this